Okay, so this is like 2 cups, and you see how thick this is at the bottom. Like there's a big old chunk. Like this has been in the back of my refrigerator for a while. So you see how purple this is. This is like super purple. Like super purple. Um, wow. It smells pretty insane. Okay, good morning, Pip. Good morning. So, uh, I'm feeling a little bloated right now, like I'm holding on to some poop, which is okay because sometimes I eat food that the body will want to hold on to. So if I want to clear the pipes in the morning, I'll drink some JJ and clear the pipes. Like I pooped this morning, but like you guys know, dad bods that are out there, they're holding on to poop. Okay, so you gotta get rid of poop excess. And then what you'll find is you'll actually, right after waterfalls, you'll feel hungry. It's like your body almost has to have some kind of something in the belly to keep everything going. So after you do waterfalls, you're going to feel like you're hungry, you're going to feel like you want to eat something, or you feel like you have an appetite. Okay? And you'll be thirsty too, so you'll drink water as well. But every so often. See, now here's the thing. Um, if you don't want to do, like when you've healed and sealed, and these are some of my strategies and my techniques around the J juice when you're relatively healed and sealed. If you're going to go out traveling and everything, eat like foods that aren't so heavy and so viscous. Like if you're going to eat like a bunch of cake and donuts, and let's say you're eating hummus, and you're eating all these foods that can be very sluggish unless you're energizing your body to really push it out, it could stay stuck up in there. Not saying it won't come, it'll come out, but it just depends on what's going on. Sometimes your biochemistry will be as such because it's reacting to the environment where it'll want to hold on to stuff, and it could be like around your period. Okay, because I still get my period. I haven't stopped that yet, but I think that's going to be for a while. But you'll find that some foods will want to stay in your body longer because it's so viscous. It's like, because when you eat cake is like batter, or you eat a bunch of pancakes. So if you're out there traveling, eat more of like a meat and vegetable diet with a little bit of sugar. I mean, you could even add maple syrup if you want to get the sugar, the calories, but not so much of the excess that you would get in like, major pancakes or waffles. Or anything that has a lot of cake batter. But if you want to get the calories so you can keep the energy going, add then maple syrup or fruit syrup to the J juice so you get the calories. But you don't have to try to get all that poop out because it's it's a lot of work when you're eating a lot of food that's very advanced in its forms, and it has to work through your colon and work through your intestines. Sometimes it may stay stuck up in there, and that's when I drink J juice. Because I can feel when there's a bit more excess in my system. I can feel it because like Princess in the Pea. I mean, I'm pretty skinny now, but I can feel just like a little bit of like a belly right here. But it's not bad. It's a little belly. It's just a tiny, it's nothing horrible, but it's just little, right? And it doesn't feel great. I'm not overweight. I'm not obese, but I can feel the excess in my system. I could feel it. And when you can feel excess in your system, and it's kind of like you feel like you're carrying like a spare tire, which it really isn't, because you think about it, relative to the population out there, I'm pretty skinny, right? But anything excess, you will feel. And so that's the beauty of J juice, is that you have the power to control like your biochemistry. You have that power. So this is for all the girls out there that, that carry that spare tire and want to be able to tackle that, because they've been trying to do the workouts and everything else to tackle that, and they're not getting to that root cause, which is all that poop stuck in their body. So the J juice is a major energizing force. It's a major one. And this has been in my fridge for a while, so it's very, very intense. This is super, super, I mean, it's the white salt, and this is the purple cabbage with, I think I see some green in there. I don't know, this could be just purple cabbage. All right, so I'm going to drink it. And my goal is to get waterfalls this morning. Okay, that's my goal. And if you want to get waterfalls easily, you drink the J juice in the morning. You don't do it after a whole meal unless you want to just energize your food. And then the next morning, as your body works through the processes overnight, the next morning you'll poop. But if you have if you still get your period and your course and in your right around your period, I have found that, when I had PMDD, that I would be so bloated. Oh my God, I'd be so bloated. And I couldn't poop for days. And finally, after finally get my period, then the poop comes out, right? Well, when you're going through the healing portion of your body and you still have your reproductive system to deal with, you'll drink the J juice and you can't be able to poop. You're like, what the heck? But eventually the body does release, but you're still going through a major, hormonal healing process. So everything that happens when you're drinking the J juice and you're not drinking the J juice, the body is trying to recalibrate. And you just have to have faith that your body is going to do what it's supposed to do. Sometimes you can control the process, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to let the body just do what it has to do, and you just have faith that your body will do the right thing, okay? So some things, yes, you cannot control, and you got to let it do what it got to do, but you got to give it what it needs, and here we go. And you can't even think about it. Woo! Holy expletive. This is not a fun drink, okay? This is not a drink where you can be sipping and be like, oh yes, this is like a fun summer drink. You know what fun summer drinks are? Fruit juice. That's a fun summer drink. This is not a fun summer drink. This is an intentional destination drink. This is an intentional destination drink that you have a specific measurable result you're looking for. And it's not bad, but woo! You do the shakes. You're like, whoo! Because it's energy. But it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't taste bad. All you gotta do is add some water to this, when I'm thirsty, and it'll be like an electrolyte drink. You can blow your nose, because your body's going to be energized to get anything excess out. Because also, too, when you poop, you are getting excess out, and your nose is going to run. Because your nose and your ass are connected through the alimentary canal. So you'll notice that when you have poop in your system is when you have a stuffy nose. When people have colds and flus and their nose is all congested, they should probably poop and get the poop out. Okay? That's right, Krista. It is an intentional destination drink. It's not something that you're just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to sip by the pool. Oh, hell no. Because you don't want to be sitting by the pool drinking J juice and all of a sudden you have waterfalls and you turn the pool brown. That ain't a summertime type of event. No. We're not trying to do that. Okay? So, you'll notice the nuances about the J juice and mucus and your waterfalls and it's not dehydrative, because the salt will make sure that if you're not drinking enough water, that it's going to then kick in the antidiuretic hormone, but you're going to drink water because you're thirsty. So you'll never be dehydrated on J juice because you have enough water in your body to keep you alive, unless you just stop drinking water altogether, and no one's going to do that. Okay, so those that get swelling after they drink the J juice is because they need to drink water. Swelling is the antidiuretic hormone that is kicking in because you're not drinking enough water. So nobody will get dehydrated on J juice. It's those that don't drink water at all and are drinking all the other stuff that is not rehydrating their body. Okay, now occasionally I'll drink a Coke, and occasionally I'll drink, I don't really drink fruit juice that much, but I hate Pepsi. I finally figured out between Coke and Pepsi, I cannot deal with the Pepsi generation. I cannot. I can only drink a Coke on a minimal basis. All right. because Coke is sugar. That's all it is sugar. So, you know, anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, so anyways, that's, you know, and I don't do this all the time. Okay. But people are like, well, if you're trying to get everybody else to do it all the time, why don't you do it all the time? Well, because, you know, I'm pretty much healed and sealed. And the only time I really need to do waterfalls is if I eat a bunch of different foods. Because like right now I'm around my period, I'm eating more food than not. And so, and then I had this virus thing that I was exposed to that I had to deal with. And so that can change your biochemistry and make you hold on to stuff in your digestive system. So you're always going to have to recalibrate. The juice is like a reset. It recalibrates your system. And it gets rid of the excess, and it has you absorb and energize what you already have in your system. And then, you know, you just keep readjusting to your environment. And the changing from the pink salt to the white salt, for those of you that are kind of catching up with my protocol, is going to be exponentially better for you because you're not dealing with the heavy metals that will feed any candida. But the salt is the balancing force. So, but you won't have to work through all that excess yeast stuff from the heavy metals. And then Neki goes, Nekay, I don't know how I say your name, Nekay or Neki, anyways. Ms. Burgess says, my body craves water when I'm on the J juice. Absolutely. And I find that I'm not thirsty right off the bat. It's only when it's going through, only when it finally my body is like, right now, I'm not thirsty. Okay. But later, as it's working through and I feel like the puckering in my butt, just to give you some kind of idea, and then I feel like a thirst. And then when I drink water, that's when the waterfalls go. Now, I could go and do it preemptive and drink a bunch of water and kind of push it through. But sometimes I like to let the body just think about what it needs to do first and then lets me know what it wants to do. Even though I probably know what I should do is drink water if I want to just get the waterfalls right off the bat. But I'm thinking I'm going to let it go through and work through its thing, do what it needs to do. And then I usually feel about maybe 15 to a half hour later, the body saying, okay, I'm thirsty. And that's when I'm going back and forth into the bathroom. Okay. So that's kind of what to expect. Some of you are going to may not have the waterfalls right off the bat, or you need to up your intake and drink water too. And then eventually it will happen. But I'll tell you what, the waterfalls are like a breath of fresh air. It's a sigh of relief. It's very refreshing. And then you got to get the mucus out. Okay. And so, but yeah, I mean, you know, you should drink more than not. Drink as much as you can, especially in the beginning, because you guys have a lot more to deal with. And try to challenge yourself to do more, you know, try to do a quart a day, you know, especially when you have predispositions, because you want to see specific measurable results. Like I've seen some major specific measurable results in my world. And, you know, sometimes if I feel like I need an extra push, but right now I really don't feel like I need to do anything extra. Okay. So my go-to is to do the waterfalls when I feel bloated, and I'll do maybe 2 cups. And that's, if I feel I need to do more, then I'll do more, but I just don't have that desire to do more than the 2 cups, because the white salt is really a very, very aggressive force. Okay. And the reason why people are healing faster on the white salt is because the heavy metals aren't there to be as like a barrier or an extra intermediary. Okay. And people are like, well, oh my God, you need minerals. You get minerals in the tap water. You get minerals in your food supply. There is no diet on the J juice. If you have to stay away from something that you're diagnosably allergic to, then fine, stay away from it. If you have, an allergy or something else, then, but if you're saying, oh, I'm allergic to fermentation because it brings up some kind of like histamine type of reaction. Well, histamine is still the body trying to heal, and you're not giving it what it needs. So eventually you're going to have to deal with your predispositions. And if you need to avoid tomatoes because you're allergic, then fine, avoid tomatoes. But somebody on my Facebook who is dealing with cancer, who's seeing there's no remission in her cancer or something, I guess, no remission. She has no cancer, I guess. So maybe she is in remission. But anyway, she says she's reintroducing tomatoes into her diet, which before used to give her a reaction. So you guys will be reintroducing foods back in your diet on a transitional basis, and you're going to love it. So anyways, I'm going to do my thing, but I said I was going to do, the J juice this morning and do some waterfalls, and I did, and here you go. And you guys just don't be afraid of the process, okay? Don't be afraid of the process. Just do the J juice, get your waterfalls. This wasn't bad. This was very fermented, very intense. And enjoy your life. Okay, bye.